Joey Reese and Billy Blue Chop. Get yourself a pickle. Get yourself a boot. Joey Reese and Billy Blue Chop. Pickle time is happening.
What in Odin's good name?
We have a podcast, sir.
A podcast to do. Let's stop flippy flapping around. Speaking of flippy flap, you know what happened to me today?
Flipper,
about a year ago,
dolphin attack. A dolphin attacked you.
Yeah, I bought a half a pig to eat, to consume. And there were spare ribs within that pack that I got. And I took the spare ribs out today and thawed them out, threw them on the smoker because I was going to snack on them in the afternoon. I threw them on the smoker this morning.
Threw them on in there. You're just like, what? Smoking.
Yeah, right. And when the spare ribs thawed out, instead of being like a nice like rectangle of ribs, the butcher had like cut like 3 inches down on each, like in between each bone. So it looked like toes. Like it looked like toes. I'll send you the video. I recorded them. Like, what in the world is up with that?
Yeah.
And so I sent it to my friend who I bought the pig from. And I was like, look what the butcher did with these spare ribs. He's like, yeah, I don't go through that butcher anymore. It was the weirdest thing.
Why would you do that?
No clue. No clue. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen on like a piece of meat. Like absolutely weird. I should have thrown them away, but instead I was like, well, it's just me. I'll use it like as an experiment. And I just kind of seasoned them and I threw them on the smoker. And normally like ribs will take about 6 hours to cook. These took 3. Like you usually like, I do like the 3-2-1 method or the 4-1-1 method. And so at the 3-hour mark, I went to pull them to do the next process and they were like fully cooked. Because I think because they got cut in between, the heat was able to get to it.
How do you know they're cooked? You put a thermometer in them?
Yeah. So I temped them and they were actually like almost overcooked. Whoa. And so I was like, all right, well, it's just me. I'm not like cooking them for anybody else. It was just me. So I kind of cut them up and then started eating them. And they were the worst tasting. Like they tasted weird. I was just like, dude, this is bad all the way around. So I pitched them. But that was my morning.
Oh, did you give them to the dogs?
I didn't. Our dogs, the 2 remaining, I don't want to make you cry again. The 2 that we have still living, they would have horrible diarrhea if I gave them ribs. They can't take anything really more than like their dog food and like maybe the occasional like popcorn kernel.
Maybe the occasional, I can't think of a funny thing to say. I'm exhausted. What happened?
I don't know. It's been a very tiring week.
Yeah. It's only Monday. I feel I need a nap.
I feel like today's Friday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when you,
except
I don't
without
know
all
about
the
you,
fun
but
of
like,
that.
Yeah, when you work 12s, you get screwed up on like what day it is.
Yeah.
So normally I work, my long weeks are Monday, Tuesday. I work Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, this week that was my long week. So I had Wednesday and Thursday off, but then I worked Friday and I had Saturday, Sunday off to watch the Masters. So I had Friday, Saturday off, which screwed me up. So then I also have today and tomorrow off. So I'm thinking like yesterday was Friday. Today was the beginning of my weekend.
Yeah.
Heidi and I are going to Toledo tomorrow for the Share show.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do a little Share. We're going to do some Tony Pacos.
Yeah.
We're going to do the Great Lakes Museum. Try and find like some other like
Great Lakes Museum.
The Great Lakes Museum is just that. It's kind of a museum about shipping on the Great Lakes.
Oh, that sounds right up your alley. Sounds
Yeah.
great.
There's one up in Sault Ste. Marie. I don't know if you know where that is, like way up in the Upper Peninsula at the east portion. There's the Soo Locks. So Lake Superior is at a different, you know how locks work. So it's at a different elevation. So there are
Put your
these.
key in, and you jiggle it around. Yeah.
So the Soo Locks are like a big tourist thing. People go there, then you watch the freighters go up and down in these like water elevators, the locks and stuff like that. So there's a really cool freighter museum up there. So we've never been to the Great Lakes Museum, so it'll be a first for us. I think we're going Wednesday. We go down there tomorrow, but I think we're going to go to the museum on Wednesday. So it'll be fun.
Have
Anybody
you ever
else?
been to the art museum in Toledo?
No,
It's not lying, one of the best art museums I've ever been to.
really,
Yeah. It's really a good one.
really.
Mhm.
I hear they have like a good air museum too.
I did not know this.
Yeah, I hear there's a really good air museum and the Toledo Zoo.
The Toledo Zoo is amazing, and it has an
Yeah.
aquarium with it.
Oh, yeah, we might have to hit that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I hit that.
Toledo's got 3 or 4 things going on.
Yeah,
You're gonna-
the
you're gonna
Mud
get 'em.
Hens, Tony Paco's,
Art
Art
museum.
Museum,
Shipping museum.
the Great Lakes Museum,
They have
the
another
Air
thing-
Museum,
they
the
have
zoo
another-
with an aquarium.
And a thing called the Shitting Museum.
Oh.
But that's just most.
Do you
of,
think there is a museum like that out there?
I'm positive there is.
Can you look it up?
Yes. Fine.
Is
You're
there
like,
a poop museum somewhere in the world?
is there a poop museum?
Just
Joe,
think
I
if
like
they
your
had-
shirt.
Oh, thanks. Dixon flannel.
It makes me want to rope and ride in a rodeo. If only I could be a roper. That's what I think a lot of times. Yes, there's a museum dedicated to dinosaur poop called the Pooseum, located in Williams, Arizona. It's a free
No.
museum. No, we want
We want like real poop. Like we want like a model cast
Poo
of the
Museum.
largest poop.
The National Poo Museum.
Is it in the Smithsonian?
It's on Isle
The
of Wight.
Smithsonian?
It's in the UK on the Isle of Wight, and it looks like it's dedicated to human poop. Safely explore the world of poo. Unique interactive
Brits.
displays. Oh,
Those
they've got
Brits,
like the first
they get all the
toilet.
good stuff.
And poo spheres, which is like poop, and it's like in a glass orb. National Poo Museum for Britain. I wonder if we have a National Poo Museum. I feel like it's
Can
just.
you look up? Is there a Guinness
Yeah.
record for the largest poop?
I'm sure there is. Is there a
Both in weight and in length or circumference.
Have you seen that South Park episode?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's so good. It's like the dads keep trying to, they start measuring their poop and then they start trying to outdo each other. And then it just becomes like everything they're saying is like what pregnant women are saying. Like they're holding their stomachs and they're talking about like they're talking to it. And then it's like,
Putting
just
headphones on
keeps
it.
devolving into different like you're just like they're gonna get sued. Nope, this is what's gonna close it down. No, it's not this one. And then at the very end, I think Stan's dad has the world's largest poop, which is like 6 foot tall and it's like 200 pounds, and it is John Stamos. While there isn't a Guinness World Record specifically for the largest poop, there is a record for the largest collection of coprolites. Coprolites are fossilized feces. He has the largest coprolite collection, a guy named George Franson. boasting
We have fossilized poop
1,277.
here at the house.
Do you?
Yeah, we have some.
Oh, here
It's
you go.
either dinosaur or porcupine poop, but it's fossilized.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's downstairs on the old
okay.
shelf.
Guinness is not involved in this, but according to Squatty Potty, the world's longest stool, the Vikings ruled from 793 to 1066 AD. In 1972, when an archaeologist excavated an area known to have been a Viking settlement, that they unearthed a 7.9-inch fossilized turd.
That ain't nothing.
I know. I feel like I've looped one around the bowl before.
Exactly, like a ring bologna.
It mainly
Yeah.
contained meat and bread.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what mine contained.
World's largest toilet paper roll. Best in the world easy poop emoji. That's not even. I don't
relevant.
know. I feel like they're using this as an advertising gimmick.
Why is poop? Why is it looked at like that's foul? We shouldn't talk about it. As a human species, it's one of our systems. Like, why shouldn't we talk about mental health? Why don't we talk about bowel health? Why don't we know the largest poop ever?
So
Why is that taboo?
we talked about this a couple episodes ago, but like I feel that the answer is because when there started to become a middle class because of trading, because they opened trade routes up to China and to India. So it created, instead of a feudal system, there became a middle class of merchants. The people that were entering into this merchant class and suddenly owned property and they had multiple rooms to put stuff in. Before that, there was like palaces, and then there were like people that just lived in like large houses together and pooped and peed at the table. And there was just like dogs around that would just like eat it, and everything smelled like poop and pee.
Where did you read this?
In the book, Holy Shit. It's S asterisk T. And it is about how swearing was generated in the English language. That is like the modern thought on this, is that we started as like what we decided was vulgar in our society came about because of that. Because this new middle class was like trying to distance themselves from the lower class. And then the upper class had to catch up. They were like, oh, we can't show our boobies to people. There's pictures of Queen Elizabeth I with like one boob hanging out. And it's because she would just pull it out. Like she'd just be in court with someone and she wanted to show them that she was like above them. And so she just whipped one boob out.
Wow.
Yeah. Sounds awful.
Yeah,
I do that too sometimes at work.
I'd hate that. I'd absolutely hate that.
But these guys, the new middle class was like trying to distance themselves from the lower class. And so they were like, we're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to talk about this. And instead they started using euphemisms for it. So instead of saying piss, they'd say the first initial, P. They wouldn't say shit. They said poop. Penis and vagina are slang words. Have we talked about this? In Latin. So they were learning Latin.
Panabius floicus.
Well, so like
shorten the penis.
Until this point, like to become educated, you had to be like in the upper class. And so then all of a sudden this merchant class was able to get education, but it was mostly from priests, because they were doing the universities and they were teaching at school and stuff, and they taught the gentry, they taught like the nobility. So they learned Latin, and to talk about things in Latin that they would, like if they were talking about something that was off limit, they'd start talking about it in Latin. But then to make it even more off limits, they started using Latin like slang for this. So his penis is the Latin word. Somehow it is related to the Latin word for sword, and vagina is somehow related to the Latin word for sheath.
Oh.
Yeah. So both those words, which we think are medical, are actually slang.
Wowzers.
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad that the middle class did away with poop stuff, because here we are
Okay.
in 2025 and I want to know what the biggest poop is.
And you can't
I want
find
to
it.
know. I want to know largest weight, like the most dense human.
Mhm.
I want to know the longest and like circumference.
Circumference, I think, is important.
Yeah.
Because, like, if it is just like 5 inches long, but it's 6 inches wide, that's a big deal.
If
It's
it's
a
like,
bowling ball.
yeah, if it's like the girth of a beer can,
Uh-huh.
like a Foster's beer can, like I
Yeah.
want to know who that came out of.
That guy,
I want to shake that woman's hand.
yeah. If you're
You know?
like here in the United States, this is for you, Noel. We celebrate hot dog eating for the 4th of July at the Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Correct? Yeah. Well, this seems to be a little step further into Americanism. If you want to be a real American, poop out that Foster's can.
Yeah. And yeah, because I remember at I think I told this on one of the earliest, or let me get in here. I think I told this on one of the earliest podcast shows. The Insiders, we did a festival, and it was like a skate festival at like a mega church in Southern California. All these bands were there. It was like one of the first festivals we ever like did that was like this. And it was huge, and there were skate ramps, and there were all sorts of things. And one of the guys came out and was like, you got to go into the bathroom and look in stall 2. It was just called stall 2.
One of the guys in the band, or like
Yeah.
just the promoter was like, hey, man.
No, like Nate was like, you got to go in. It was Nate and I think Al Brown at the time. It was like, you got to go in. You got to go in and take a peek in stall 2. And it was like one of those things where you're like, I'm not doing it. And it's like, no, you have to. This will be something you talk about when you're 47 years old and you have a podcast. So I went into this bathroom in this church, in this mega church, and I opened the stall. I opened stall 2 and I peeked in it. I am not lying. I am not lying when I say this turd was sideways in the bowl. It was sideways in the bowl. It was dry docked on both sides. So it was sideways. Both ends were out of the water, and it had a gentle slope where it wasn't like a half circle or a half moon into the water. It had rigidity. And so it went from the one side to the other, and it was as big around as the bottom of a bottle, like a beer bottle. So the bottom part of it, not the neck, but the bottom part. And it was
going sideways across.
it was sideways. And it was ridiculous. And so this thing is just in there. And here's what was bizarre. Since it happened, I kind of think it may have been a hoax, or it may have been
How
a
could it
Dr.
have been
Disgusto.
a hoax?
Well, because the water around it was crystal clear. The water around it was crystal clear, and it almost looked like someone just maybe smuggled this turd into the festival in swaddling clothes. And then was like, I got to go change my baby. And then someone's like, you don't have a baby.
They're
And he's
like, yeah, you
yeah, I
do.
do.
That baby smells Woo, right.
I hope you're going in there to, that
Go
baby's
change that
diaper is
diaper.
full. So I think someone went in and then unswaddled it and just laid this loaf in the toilet. It was huge.
Either Nate or Al Brown.
It was huge. So after the three of us saw it,
And
we
there's
rushed
no
out
blood
to,
or anything.
No.
Okay, that's
No.
also telling.
and we ran
that
out
it was
and
smuggled in.
we gathered the rest of our bandmates because everyone had
Mm-hmm.
to share in this with us. And when we got back in there, someone had flushed it. Well,
Oh.
we think someone had flushed it. It was gone.
Or they took it.
They took it back.
They took it to the museum.
Yeah. So
Joe.
maybe in Southern California, there's like this underground punk rock turd museum.
There's a turd Indiana Jones, and he was like in there with his satchel, and it's like, this belongs in a museum.
Yeah. This thing deserves to be bronzed.
Oh.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was the biggest turd I've ever seen in my life. Nothing has ever come close. Nothing has ever come close to what I witnessed in Stall 2. And if you bring Stall 2 up to Nate, he knows what you're talking about.
Style
I
too.
can't remember who the third person was. I don't know if it was Bo. I don't know if it was Al. It wasn't Kyle. And it wasn't Mike Rowland. So it was Nate and somebody else. And all you got to do is say Stall 2 and everyone knows what Stall 2 is. Just like a 4.5 pound turd.
So, according to Snopes, there was a false claim that a woman set a world record in 1995 for the longest human poop at 26 feet in length.
What? That's like your intestines just backed up, and then you just evac.
Longest human poop. So the claim is the longest human poop ever recorded was an astounding 7.92 meters, 26 feet, set in 1995 by a woman. Why would you be anonymous for that?
Why are they all women?
A woman at Cranbrook Kingswood High School, Bowling Alley, Bloomfield Hills, Michigan.
Are you
Is
serious?
that a Cranbrook Kingswood High School, Bowling Alley, Bloomfield Hills? There's too many words in there.
There is no high school
It
by
was a
that
hoax.
name.
Oh, it was in a bowling alley. 26-foot long
Oh.
piece of poop in a bowling alley. That's the problem with modern plumbing too, is like sometimes if you would have hit that Guinness Book of World Record, you'd never know. Okay, so it seems impossible because the large intestine is only 5 feet long. It's not impossible. Anything is possible through Christ, people. I just wanted you to know that.
Since I was like a kid, I've been getting on my knees every night just praying.
I can
for
do
the
all
apostle.
things through Christ.
If
who
I just have the
strengthens me.
faith of a mustard seed, I could have a 12-foot turd. Yeah. Man.
In 2006, John Massier, visual arts curator of the Hallwell's Contemporary Arts Center in Brooklyn, New York,
I don't know why I'm laughing
introduced Heinz's work. He said it was false.
already. Oh.
Well, you know what? I mean, why are we not cataloging these things?
I mean,
I feel like, I mean, it is gross, but all of us could be competitors.
you know, exactly. You know how they say that? So like in India, there's like 3 billion people.
Mm-hmm.
And if they introduced the game
1
of
billion.
hockey
Yeah.
in India, out of 3 billion people, you could probably find 6 or 7 Wayne Gretzky's. Like there, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
the numbers game. So I'm thinking like in India alone, just think of like the poops that if some kid grew up poor in India and his greatest talent was just monster poops, like he wouldn't poop for like 2 weeks at a time. And then when he finally pooped, it would just be just an elephant trunk of a turd.
Right.
And but to him it was just, I'm just pooping and going back to work. His talent wasn't discovered. He thought that was normal.
I think that's totally possible, Joe.
Yeah.
And probable, because if you've ever eaten Indian food, definitely. I feel like I could.
Is
Eating
there
Indian food, maybe go for the world record.
is there a pill or something you could take that will make your poop smell good?
I don't think so.
I feel like that's an easy fix.
No, I don't think so. I think like we're genetically predisposed to think that is a bad smell. Like we have evolved this way because
Okay. You know what? You may have just sold me on that. I understand that.
it's not supposed to smell good, because if it did, you
Well,
would not pass on your genes.
correct. But that's why I'm saying, is there a pill? Like, we're not talking about curing cancer here. We're talking about waste, making waste smell good within your body, and then you're pooping it out. I feel like that's an easy fix.
I feel like what you're saying though is you're going to be a billionaire, basically.
Like
if you come up with that.
Like if poopery was, you could get it in the spray form and then in capsule form.
And it would just come out and you'd be like, what smells like lavender? Oh, I just took a 6-foot long dump.
Yeah. I just took a dump the size of a Pringles can. It smells like lavender and vanilla bean.
Yes.
Yeah. It smells like lavender and eucalyptus. I just set it on a paper plate next to my bed and I slept fantastic.
Oh,
It's like new living or young living young oils or whatever. You just take a turd, you take your turd and put it on a hot plate and just heat it up and you just fall asleep to it.
let's not next week. Let's try and brainstorm this for a couple more weeks. But like best ideas for people to make $1 million. So one would be like making some sort of pill you take that makes your poop smell good.
Yes, we got that. We got St. Anne's Oily Beaver.
Mm-hmm.
So we're up to 2 ideas.
Well, okay. So you and I'll we're going to come together. It's going to be Shark Tank.
Here's what we need
Big Blue
in
Chat,
our
Shark
community.
Tank. Uh-huh.
Yeah. In our community, we need a patent lawyer.
Anyone?
I think that's where
I don't think there's
I think
any
that's where-
lawyers. Otherwise, we'd already have gotten a cease and desist letter.
I think that's where most people that come up with great ideas come to the end of the road is going through all the paperwork to get like a patent.
Yeah.
That's what ruins people. No
It
one knows how to
does.
do that. And, but if we had somebody on our team, in our squad, in our community that we could go to,
In our
that
squad.
we were like, that, we'd be like, hey, Oswald, Oswald, here's our idea. You put the paperwork together and we'll be good.
and we'll cut you in at
Yeah.
10%.
Yeah. Everybody
Of
gets
all
their
our great
cut. I mean,
ideas. So many great
just like
ideas.
you always say, billionaires don't need to have all the money. If anyone is coming on, we're the ideas guy. That's worth something. The person who does the patent, that's worth something. The person who markets is worth something. We can spread the wealth.
I'm ready.
You know what I mean?
100%.
We can take those turds and turn it into cold, hard cash.
Or cold hard turds.
From warm, soft turds to cold, hard cash.
To warm, cold turds. Dang it.
Warm, malleable turds to cold, hard cash.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Joe?
I mean, other than that, all we got to do is read off the patronizers, and
we're
these
doing
guys
this
have had
again? I thought we
Yeah.
did that last week.
and everybody will have, as soon as this thing drops, pun intended, into their, into their thing, and they get the little thing that says, hey, there's a new episode just dropped and it's warm. People are going to be like, yeah. And then
It's warm
all
and
it was
girthy.
poop talk. My sister-in-law, Danielle, will have sat through a half hour of me talking about poop.
I think I got it. I think I'm ready.
Okay, me too. Go ahead.
Oh, maybe I should refresh it because I don't know if it's right.
Ugh.
Relationship
understand how you get it
manager.
wrong.
Oh, no, that's right. Amelia Thompson. Is that what you have?
Yeah.
Amy Pudermobile Landers. Anita P. Ness. That's pretty good. Anna in the alley with 7 feral cats.
Oh, kill me.
What's going on, Anna? Anna Camps. Ben Insider. Still
Nice.
knocking it out of the park.
Yeah.
Benjamin Lewis. Bill Shannon. Brandon Ebel in the study with Viagra.
A little Clue reference there.
I feel like this is what's happening. That's Daniel J. Rock.
Yeah.
And he's getting in on this. Brian Fisher. That seems new.
Yeah, it does.
What the crap, man? We're not supposed to be getting more people.
Well, what are we at the top? Oh, we did. We got one
God
new person.
Bless it. Come on, Brian.
Jeez, you guys start canceling.
We're trying
Okay,
to get
go on.
canceled. Broken
Yeah.
Strings. Brian the Goat. Bryce Turner. Buddy Van Steen. Carly Jane Cisco. Chad Hogg. Chris Prose. Christy Hale. Craig in the boot shop with a pickle. Uh-huh. It's a Pickle Home Companion, and they're going for the Clue references. Dan Stemple. Daryl Owen. Dave. David is that guy new. D. Nude. Low T. Get it? David Love. David Vossel. Derek Bond. Derek Sigmund. Dildo Bag.
You had to say it this week.
Don Keddick. That sounds new too. Don Keddick. What the crap, guys? Doug Forsett. Eaton Beaver.
Oh, Lord.
Is that new? That's new.
For Hollywood. 19 Hollywood 81.
That sounds like Sonny. He's got like 4 different things on here. Eli Salazar. Emery LaFleur. Emily Thomas. FC Groove is my favorite regional ska band. George Washington in the study with the cherry tree. Girth Brooks in the accessory dwelling with Bofa.
I don't even know what that means, but it's hilarious.
Bofa?
Bofa.
Both of these nuts? My daughter just yelled down the stairs, "You're not funny."
Oh.
Heather in the bathroom with a chip bag.
Oh. Been there.
Been there. I did it like this. I did it like that. I did it with a wiffle ball bat.
Perfect.
Brock did us. I'd rather not say.
Dick brought us.
Jared Botorf. Jared Cramblett. Jason Powell. Jenny Blake. Jeremy Thomas. Joe Curtis. Johnny Moe. Jordan Hellman. Josh Fennel. Josh 7 Nips was my nickname in high school. Post. Katie Bot Nickeltron.
All right. Page 2. And again, we're gaining people, which
Gosh,
isn't what
dang
we
it.
want.
Well, at least we're not to a 3rd page again.
Ken Zapla. Kevin in the kitchen with the naughty knife. Kevin Ness. Kevin Porter. Kristen Shaq Diesel. Kyle. Leonore backstage with charisma.
Whoa.
Mandarin did it in the Orange Grove with the broken CD to the throat. Holy cow.
Bro.
My goodness.
Professor
Martin
Mandy.
Anus. Matt Douglas. Matt Egelhoff. Mike shields his ears from Five Iron Frenzy.
Smart.
Mr. Jason Shut Up and Take My Money Davis. Nate Phillips. Nick Butterfield. Nick Frazier. Nick Reyes. Nicole Bowen. Noel in the library with a librarian-approved fart. Patrick Johns. Paul Peterson. Pete in the dining room, Hutch with the pickle. Pete in the parlor with 7 nips of the apocalypse. Phil. Reese Roper in the stinky van with the moldy bread. Reed Young. Rob Phelps. Save Crimson. You're too late on that one. Shauna Melton Walker. Silent but definitely not deadly Steve. Sonny the friggin' loser Johnston. Sonny Johnston Fan Club. Sonny Johnston Indifference Club. Space Robot 5 All Alone in Space.
Wow.
Stabby Stabberson in the knife store with the pillow.
That's the best one.
Steven Seaberg, Stephen Morrow, Stewart of the Earth, Super Dave, the Jabberwocky in the apothecary with a bottle of teriyaki sauce.
Good one, Jared.
Tim Payne, Tim Primu, Todd Grassman, Twanto, Tyler McDonald, Tyson Stegall, Wendy Dixon, Zachary Faircloth, and Flash Me, I'm a Roofer, Mark Dyke. All right, everybody.
You mess it up. It's Dark Mike.
Oh, my bad. What did I say?
Mark Dyke.
Oh,
Which
see,
is true.
the good old, what do they call that? Where you get your stuff mixed
Spoonerism.
up. Yeah.
It's called a spoonerism when you change the first and letter of what you're
I
saying.
thought it was called Asperger's or something. What was it called? Parkinson's.
Parkinson's.
Were you
Parkin-
Axel Sid? Dyslexia.
Dyslexia. No, it's called
There used to
spoonerism
be
when
a
you do it
funk
on
band.
purpose.
There used to be a funk band in Detroit that we played with back in the day. They were called Axel Sid, which is dyslexia backwards.
Oh, that's good.
All right, see ya, everybody.
Piece of pizza. And also with you.